The warning you didn't recognize. Stop. Don't scroll. Stay here. Because this is not only about a person. It is about a pattern. Pause. There are times in life when something inside you knows before your mind does. Stop right here. A quiet discomfort. A hesitation you cannot explain. Pause. A feeling that says, slow down. Stop. Look deeper. Pause. Something is not right. Stop right here. Many people ignore those moments. Pause. Not because they are foolish. Stop. Because they want the story to be true. Pause. They want the person to be safe. Stop right here. They want hope to win quickly. Pause. So they silence intuition. Stop. They dismiss the inner voice. Pause. They call concern overthinking. Stop right here. And later, they wonder why pain felt familiar before it arrived. Pause. Think honestly. Have you ever met someone who looked right on the surface? Stop. But disturbed your peace underneath? Pause. Someone charming outside, yet confusing inside? Stop right here. Someone who kept you uncertain while asking for trust? Pause. These moments matter. Stop. Because peace notices what appearances hide. Pause. Your inner wisdom often sees before logic catches up. Stop right here. That is why discomfort should be examined, not automatically ignored. Pause. Not every uneasy feeling is fear. Stop. Sometimes it is discernment. Pause. Sometimes it is self-respect trying to speak. Stop right here. Sometimes it is experience whispering. You have seen this energy before. Pause. And maybe that happened to you. Stop. Maybe there were signs. Pause. Inconsistency. Stop right here. Broken promises. Pause. Small lies. Stop. Pressure to move fast. Pause. Confusion disguised as passion. Stop right here. And yet, you stayed hopeful. Pause. Because good-hearted people often give extra chances. Stop. They want to believe growth is coming. Pause. But belief without boundaries becomes pain. Stop right here. That is why wisdom matters now. Pause. Not bitterness. Stop. Wisdom. Pause. Wisdom says, listen when peace leaves the room. Stop right here. Notice patterns, not promises. Pause. Respect how you feel after interactions. Stop. Because how someone affects your peace tells a deeper truth. Pause. So ask yourself honestly tonight. Stop right here. What voice inside me did I ignore? Pause. The warning? Stop. The hesitation? Pause. The need to slow down? Stop right here. Because the voice you ignored may still be trying to guide you now. Pause. And if you listen this time, everything can change. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe this message met you gently for a reason. Sometimes we do not need louder voices around us. We need to remember the quiet wisdom within us. If this reflection brought you peace, comfort, or clarity tonight, that already means something beautiful. If you'd like to help keep messages like this reaching others who may need encouragement, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some people choose to support with $20. Some with $50. Some with $100. And some simply support by sharing the message. Every form of kindness matters. Even a comment, a like, or sending this to 5 people can help this reach someone who truly needs it. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating meaningful content and helping this message travel further. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes healing begins when one person decides to help light the way for another. Part 2. The signs you called nothing. Stop. Don't scroll. Stay here. Because this is where many people finally understand what happened. Pause. In Part 1, you remembered something important. Peace often notices danger before logic does. Stop right here. But now, you're about to see why peace kept leaving. Pause. It was not random. Stop. It was responding. Pause. Think honestly. How did you feel after being around this person? Stop right here. Calm. Pause. Or confused? Stop. Steady? Pause. Or emotionally drained? Stop right here. Clear? Pause. Or always questioning yourself? Stop. These feelings matter. Pause. Because some people bring comfort. Stop right here. Others bring constant uncertainty. Pause. And uncertainty can become addictive. Stop. Why? Pause. Because the highs feel intense. And the lows feel personal. Stop right here. So you keep chasing clarity. From the same person creating confusion. Pause. That cycle hurts many people. Stop. Not because they are weak. Pause. Because they are hopeful. Stop right here. Hopeful people often explain away signs. Pause. The inconsistency becomes, they're busy. Stop. The distance becomes, they're stressed. Pause. The disrespect becomes, they didn't mean it. Stop right here. And little by little, Truth gets renamed into excuses. Pause. Until peace leaves completely. Stop. Because peace cannot stay where patterns are constantly ignored. Pause. Maybe that happened to you. Stop right here. Maybe you noticed red flags, but called them small. Pause. Maybe your body felt tension, while your mind defended them. Stop. Maybe your intuition whispered, while loneliness shouted louder. Pause. That happens. Stop right here. And there is no shame in that. Pause. Many good people mistake patience for tolerance. Stop. Many loving people confuse sacrifice with self-abandonment. Pause. Many caring people believe enduring pain proves loyalty. Stop right here. But pain is not proof of love. Pause. Confusion is not chemistry. Stop. Anxiety is not connection. Pause. And chasing someone's consistency is not intimacy. Stop right here. That truth can be painful. Pause. But it can also be freeing. Stop. Because once you name the pattern, you stop blaming yourself for feeling disturbed. Pause. You realize peace was leaving for a reason. Stop right here. Not to punish you. Pause. To wake you. Stop. To show you something needed attention. Pause. To remind you that your nervous system was reacting to reality. Stop right here. So ask yourself honestly tonight. Pause. What signs did I minimize because I wanted it to work? Stop. The lies? Pause. The disrespect? Stop. The inconsistency? Pause. The way you stopped feeling like yourself? Stop right here. Because once you answer honestly, clarity returns. Pause. And when clarity returns, peace can begin returning too. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe part of you is ready to stop calling pain normal. Maybe you're ready to stop shrinking your truth to protect someone else's image. That is a powerful beginning. If this message gave you words for something you felt silently, then it has already done something meaningful tonight. If you'd like to help messages like this continue reaching others who may need comfort or clarity, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some people choose to support with $20. Some with $50. Some with $100. And many simply support by liking, commenting, or sharing this with 5 people. Every kind gesture matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating meaningful messages and helping this reach more hearts. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes one healed person helps heal many more. Part 3. Why you stayed longer than you should have. Stop. Don't scroll. Stay here. Because this is the part many people never admit. Pause. In part 2, you saw the signs. The confusion. The drained peace. The patterns you kept minimizing. Stop right here. But now, there is a deeper question. Pause. If the signs were there, why did you stay? Stop. Not because you were foolish. Pause. Not because you were weak. Stop right here. Because you were human. Pause. Because hope can keep people seated in rooms where peace already left. Stop. Because love can make people patient long after wisdom says enough. Pause. Because loneliness can make breadcrumbs feel like a feast. Stop right here. Because when someone gives just enough affection between long periods of uncertainty, the heart keeps waiting for the version that appeared in the beginning. Pause. That cycle traps many people. Stop. Not with chains. Pause. With possibility. Stop right here. You stayed for who they could become. Pause. You stayed for promises. Stop. You stayed for moments of tenderness that kept resetting the pain. Pause. You stayed because leaving meant grieving. Stop right here. And grieving something unfinished can feel harder than tolerating something unhealthy. Pause. So many people stay. Stop. They tell themselves, it will get better. Pause. They didn't mean it. Stop right here. This time is different. Pause. And sometimes, those sentences are not lies. Stop. They are coping. Pause. Ways the heart tries to survive disappointment. Stop right here. Maybe that was you. Pause. Maybe you were not blind. Stop. Maybe you were trying to make meaning out of mixed signals. Pause. Maybe you kept giving chances because that is the kind of person you are. Stop right here. Generous. Hopeful. Loyal. Pause. Those qualities are beautiful. Stop. But without boundaries, beautiful qualities get exploited. Pause. That is the breakthrough tonight. Stop right here. Your kindness was never the problem. Pause. Your heart was never the problem. Stop. The problem was giving sacred energy where accountability was absent. Pause. Giving loyalty where consistency was missing. Stop right here. Giving endless understanding to repeated harm. Pause. And now, you can release the shame. Stop. Because staying too long does not mean you lacked worth. Pause. It means you cared deeply. Stop right here. But caring deeply must now include you. Pause. That is healing. Stop. Not becoming cold. Pause. Becoming wise. Stop right here. Not closing your heart. Pause. Protecting your heart. Stop. Not hating the past. Pause. Learning from it. Stop right here. So ask yourself honestly tonight. Pause. What was I really hoping for, that kept me there? Stop. Love? Pause. Consistency? Stop. To be chosen? Pause. To heal an old wound through a new person? Stop right here. Whatever the answer is, meet it gently. Pause. Because once you understand what kept you there, you become free to choose differently now. Stop. And that freedom is the beginning of peace. If you stayed until this moment, then maybe you needed to hear this. You are not broken because you stayed too long. You were trying to love with the tools you had. You were trying to believe in something better. You were trying to make it work. And now, you are allowed to grow beyond that version of yourself. If this message helped you release even a little weight tonight, then something meaningful happened here. If you'd like to help messages like this continue reaching others who may need healing or clarity, you'll notice a QR code on screen, along with a link in the description and pinned comment. There is never any pressure. Some people choose to support with $20. Some with $50. Some with $100. And many simply support by liking, commenting, or sharing this with 5 people. Every kind gesture matters. We're quietly working toward a $3,000 weekly support goal to continue creating meaningful messages and helping this reach more hearts. However you choose to support, through giving, sharing, or simply being here, it is deeply appreciated. Because sometimes one person healing creates healing for many others.